This is Lancer 737 again, and this is one of the trails that I mostly go on. It's a really nice one. It doesn't have a lot of water or ponds to look at, but it usually has lots of flowers and animals and stuff. But some really bad stuff's been going on here lately. Lately, I've been finding a lot of animals just lying dead on the trail. I think they've been poisoning them because animals just don't lie dead on a trail and then not get picked up or fed on, especially birds. It's really weird. That's one reason I would not want to go hunting out here. There used to be lots of pheasants out here. They're really cool. They're kind of like a wild prairie chicken, kind of. Not quite as big as a turkey, but they're pretty cool. And they just disappeared. I noticed that, you know, over time after noticing, random weird dead animals just laying on the trail, that there was a lot of really strong smell of death. That's the best way to describe it, or rot. So I think in a lot of the areas that I'm walking by, unfortunately, there was, a lot of the animals had died. There's a vulture right there. There's a family of vultures that like to live in the forest, and the young ones, before they are brave enough to fly really far out, they'll practice flying over the tree line. Pretty cool. But this path itself leads to a whole bunch of other parks. This place is full of parks. It's pretty cool. I'm probably going to say that a bunch of times, that it's pretty cool over and over again. But I just love parks. I love where I am because it's perfect hybridization of both nature and city life. Probably wouldn't truly count as city life. That vulture's going to land in a tree. He is flying really close to the ground. I'm going to pause this for a second. I'll show you the split in the path. He's getting really, really close to the ground. I want to say that's an extremely young one, and that's why it's so close to the ground. It's practicing flying. In the middle of the area that you walk on, they have this art piece here. It's called what was it? Birds in Flight. Doesn't really look like birds to me. It just looks like really warped noodles made out of metal. But yeah, that path that you see right over there, that's going to lead to a whole bunch of soccer and football fields. And they're kept in really good shape too. Really good shape. There's like tons of parks here. I could probably make a video once a week and have it last, like, be a series and last a year if I visited every single park just in this one city. I mean, I should be nicer, I guess, but I've never appreciated abstract art. I like technical art, like the stuff that you would hire someone to do if they wanted to make a Star Wars game or 40K or well, you get the idea. Abstract's like, I will take this metal noodle, bend it a little bit more, and pretend once I'm squinting at it that it's a bird. Again, maybe I shouldn't make fun of it that much, but I mean, I guess it's nice to look at it sometimes. Sometimes it does mess with me though. They don't bend often. I'll be walking around here and I'll hear the weird sound that sounds like something that's like scraping concrete. That's what it reminds me of. And there's a bunch of sewer lines around here, and that's, I'll be looking at those like, is there someone working down there? Um, it floods here often, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Here's more of the beautiful trail that I like to go on usually. This is where the pheasants used to run around when there's a squirrel with a nut. But I miss the pheasants. Again, there used to be a lot more animals out here, and then I was just finding them lying dead on the trail, not being touched. It's really upsetting. I had a whole bunch of raccoons, you know, that would come visit. They were really nice. And I would be wary about petting them, even though I was tempted to all the time. And the funny thing about them was that used to, when I would feed them, they actually preferred toast. They didn't even like meat that much. And it would be really funny because they like dog food. But if I gave them hot toast, dry hot toast, they'd immediately grab it and jump off the deck, which is one story off the ground. They would just leap right off of it with the toast. It's like I gave them like a, I don't know, a filet mignon or something. But they're dropping, like, if they had droppings, it started turning super green. Well, let me rephrase it. They started, after a while, their droppings were super green. And then they disappeared. I was at a feed store, talked to the guy about it. Told me, yeah, that they had to have been poisoned because they're poisons for animals like that. It was intensely green. It's just upsetting because it's one of the few animals I really, really like. And they're dead. They didn't even die with any dignity. I didn't want this to be depressing, but yeah, this is one of the trails that I like to travel a lot. And something isn't done, a lot of the animals in a lot of the woods here is going to disappear because they're just destroying so much of it. Animals are dying. Man, this sounds so depressing. I hope you at least like looking at some of the trail here. I didn't intend on this to be a PA on poisoning animals and stuff like that people are doing around the area where I walk. Anyway, take it easy. Pray for the woods and the animals. Pray for everyone that is having a hard time in life. Pray for everyone that is under the boot of socialism and communism. Anyway, peace be with you.